Thank you, Nirav, and welcome everybody to the Digital Assets Key Insights briefing. So today I'll be walking you through some of the select findings that we've observed and tracked during this year's program. Next. So we will be looking at some key trends that are shaping digital assets and the landscape, and it's really based on our view of this very fast-changing world of crypto. And what we've done is we've assessed some of the institutional initiatives that are captured through the program. Clearly, I mean, there's been turbulence that we've seen during the crypto winter of last year. And there's, of course, a very clear and demonstrable shift now towards the wider adoption of technological innovation, particularly in market infrastructure that is really required to power these digital asset transactions. As Nirav has mentioned, now also digital assets have proliferated and we've reached market caps of exceeding $1 trillion US. Of course, this is garnering traction and attention from both retail and institutional investors. And daily trading volumes have also eclipsed 160 billion US dollars. Now, notwithstanding some of the recent market volatility and related scandals, we've seen that the digital assets landscape really encapsulates the power of new disruptive technologies. So with the expectations of on-chain asset tokenization expected to exceed, by some estimates, $16 trillion by 2030. Now, there's never been a more conducive time for the growth of the crypto market, and we've seen this also with the entry of conventional players. To name, for instance, the Goldman Sachs tokenization platform, the DAA23, a case in point, which is really leveraging smart contracts to digitize and streamline the issuance process, as well as unlocking efficiencies for financial markets through the blockchain. So looking at some of these broader macro trends and strategic shifts that are reinforcing how digital assets are materially impacting traditional asset classes. So we do also see that with renewed client trust, with some sensible regulation and effective governance, that digital assets do offer the possibility of a very dramatically different international financial architecture with a blockchain at its core. Next. So the digital banker has its own proprietary assessment framework when we're evaluating the best-in-class entries. Our criteria looks at innovation, at transaction capability, risk management, and interoperability. At an award category level, the primary focus of most institutions has been on that digital assets infrastructure or innovation or wallet awards. And we received about 46% of submissions within this category. And this is double the next preferred category, which is really around institutional entries at the country, regional, and global level. So a key standout that we've seen, particularly from a digital assets infrastructure and innovation perspective, is Bakkt, whose institutional grade custody platform is really built on reliable infrastructure that enables multi-layered security. And given what we've seen, in terms of recent market events, the challenge around the difficulty in storing digital assets and the need for multi-custodian access, Bakkt has approached this with a very responsible and conservative mindset. And of course, it's backed by ICE, which is helping clients in terms of navigating those crypto-related complexities. Likewise, we have Bitbon, whose launch of the token tool has helped clients to seamlessly issue and distribute tokenized assets and NFTs across 4 leading Ethereum virtual machine blockchains. And very importantly, this has helped clients by avoiding some of the lengthy onboarding or cumbersome integrations, while helping them in terms of issuing securities that are accessible, that are fungible, and instantly settled across their lifecycle. Next. Now, if we do a bit of a deep dive looking at the entries we received overall, the most sought after was excellence in digital asset innovation at 13%. And this was followed by the best asset or fund manager for digital assets and best digital assets custodian. I would like us to perhaps call out Zodia Markets, which is a digital asset marketplace here and a very trusted institutional trading partner for institutions and corporations, seeking to access digital assets. This is, of course, backed by Standard Chartered Bank, but it has really helped support the institutional adoption of cryptocurrencies and digital assets, and also transformed the trade life cycle, particularly for post-trade settlement, and has really been driving a lot of efficiencies and unlocking efficiencies from both a operational and capital perspective. Similarly, we have Amber Data, which has been supporting market participants through very much needed digital asset data, market intelligence, and risk analytics. And what we really liked about it is its very granular and multi-chain blockchain data sets that it contains, and this multi-chain coverage of historical and real-time data for some of the most active DeFi platforms, which is setting this apart from its peers. So looking at the coverage that it brings really from various blockchain networks of crypto markets and of decentralized finance is really, really empowering institutional investors. Next. So bringing this all together really and assessing the entries, it does showcase and demonstrate some of the developments that are taking place and the implementation really of new technologies, of new systems and processes that are transforming the way digital assets are being traded, the way they're being managed and utilized. This is a changing paradigm. It's a massive shift, really, and it's contributing to much needed efficiency, transparency, and accessibility of digital assets by both market participants and various other stakeholders. And so with that, I'll just conclude today's briefing and pass it back to Neerav. But thank you for listening and hope you enjoy the rest of the gala.